Greetings and welcome to the Reparenting Daily podcast. In this podcast, we'll dive deep into reparenting, exploring all of the tools and resources that you'll need to help you along your journey. This podcast is divided into 3 sections. The first is a daily reading. The second is a discussion of the reading followed by suggested journal prompts. And the last section is a peaceful meditation for closing. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening from whenever and wherever you're joining us today. I'm so glad that you're here as we continue on this journey of self-expansion and growth. If this is your first time, welcome. Before we dive in, a quick reminder. Like, share, and subscribe to this podcast on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and YouTube. Your support here helps spread the word and grow this community of self-reparenting. Now for a few updates. First, I'm excited to introduce our Patreon community, where for a small monthly fee, you can join us for 3 weekly reparenting support meetings. Sundays, we have a guided meditation for emotional grounding. On Tuesdays, we have a book club discussion for deeper discussions and growth. And on Thursdays, we have open topic conversations for real-time support on any topics that may come up. You can find all of the details about what's included in this community by going to the Reparenting Daily website and checking out the community tab. In addition, we now have a WhatsApp support group, a global network of fellow travelers available anytime you need encouragement, guidance, or simple connection. This is just one of the many ways we're building a strong, supportive space for your reparenting journey. The next announcement is that I've just released my first few books. The first is the Reparenting Daily Journal, a structured 365-day guide to help you work through reparenting day by day. Starting in 2025, each month focuses on a key theme with weekly sub-themes. The Reparenting Daily podcast episodes align with the journal, making it an interactive and immersive experience to help you stay focused and ensure real progress this year. Now for the next announcement, I'm thrilled to introduce Fairy Tales for Reparenting Daily, a collection of 3 books inspired by Jungian analysis, mythology, philosophy, psychology, and most importantly, the work of Marie-Louise von Franz. These short, simple stories are designed to help you reconnect with your inner child and experience healing through storytelling. What makes these books unique? Well, at the end of each story, there's a deep dive analysis exploring its themes, explored by journal prompts to help you reflect on how these lessons relate to your personal journey. All of these books are now available on Amazon, so go ahead and take a look and support this project. Reparenting is a journey of growth, iterative change, and continuous improvement. Much like nurturing the bonsai tree, it requires patience, care, consistency, and attention. Thanks for being here and supporting this work, and for committing on your journey of self-expansion. Now, without further ado, let's dive into today's practice. Today's reading is from Psychology Today, and it's an article entitled Intuition. Just as a reminder, we're in March, and the theme for this month is building self-trust and self-confidence. We're in the 4th week, which is March 15th until the March 22nd, until the 31st. And the theme for this week is trusting your intuition. Just as a reminder, I'll read a portion of the article. You can find the full article by clicking the link in the show notes. Intuition is a form of knowledge that appears in consciousness without deliberation. It's not magical, but rather a faculty in which hunches are generated by the unconscious mind rapidly, sifting through past experiences and cumulative knowledge. Often referred to as gut feelings, intuition tends to arise holistically and quickly, without awareness of underlying mental processing of information. Scientists have repeatedly demonstrated how information can register on the brain without conscious awareness and positively influence decision-making and behavior. Where intuition comes from. Psychologists believe that intuition relies on powers of pattern matching. As the mind combines or combs experiences stored in long-term memory for similar situations and presents in-the-moment judgments based on them. The automatic information processing that underlies intuition can be seen in everyday phenomena known as highway hypnosis. This occurs when a driver travels for miles without a conscious thought about the activity of driving the car. Is intuition the same as gut feelings? Intuition is referred to as gut feelings, as they seem to arise fully formed from some deep part of us. In fact, they are the product of the brain's processing that automatically compares swiftly perceived elements of current experiences with past experiences and knowledge, and they are delivered to awareness with considerable emotional certainty. How do gut feelings relate to first impressions? Intuition, like first impressions, serve the brain's need to predict and prepare for what will happen next. First impressions are rapid, holistic assessments of people based on subtle, perceptible cues and judgment of the intent to help or harm. Both rely on automatic processes, and as rapid evaluation systems, both are subject to error, especially from biases we hold. Is intuition a sixth sense? Because human survival depends on avoiding danger, our mental apparatus is wired to be especially sensitive to signs of danger and to register them before we can recognize and act on them. The knowledge is a product of the brain's built in negativity bias and can feel intuitive. However, it is not always accurate, as the early warning system errs on the side of false alarms. When to trust your gut? Our gut feelings are often correct, but we tend to attach certainty to them that they do not always merit. They do tend to be more accurate in some domains of experience than others, such as in the information of first impressions. Intuition is also viable in detecting deception and other forms of danger, and in detecting sexual orientation. Should I trust my intuition? Gut feelings do have their value in complex decision making. Studies of top executives show that even after they analyze mountains of data, the information does not tell them what to do. That is where intuition is a guide. People typically cite rational seeming criteria for their actions and do not disclose the subjective preference of feelings that arise spontaneously. Is my intuition always right? Experts find that intuition, no matter how right it feels, is more reliable in some areas of activities than in others. For example, it can help you generate new ideas or new figures of speech, but don't count on it for comprehending vocabulary, where reflective thinking better fits the tasks. Or in judging job candidates, many situations actually utilize a combination of intentional reflective deliberation and automatic intuition. Thank you, and that's the reading for today. Welcome back. Welcome back. Intuition is a crucial aspect of reparenting, self expansion, and self confidence because it reconnects you with your own inner wisdom rather than relying on external validation. Many people who grew up without proper guidance were conditioned to second guess themselves, leading to chronic self doubt and difficulty making decisions. Learning to trust your intuition is an essential part of reparenting because it allows you to rebuild that lost self trust, reinforcing that your perceptions, feelings, and judgments are valid. By integrating both conscious reflection and intuitive awareness, you create a more balanced and empowering approach to life. Understanding that intuition is not mystical, but rather a form of rapid experience based pattern recognition also helps you refine it. Acknowledge its strengths while being mindful of its limitations. Self expansion and confidence grow when you practice distinguishing between intuition and bias driven reactions, from fear, for example. While intuition can be a powerful guide in decision making, it is not infallible, and it can be influenced by past experiences, emotional states, and cognitive biases. The key to deepening your intuitive trust, is owning self awareness, understanding when your gut is giving you a valuable insight versus when it may be reacting of fear or conditioning. As you cultivate this skill, you will feel more in control, navigate relationships more effectively, and develop the ability to make confident, well informed decisions without excessive self doubt. Ultimately, strengthening intuition is about harmonizing logic and instinct, allowing you to move forward with greater clarity and self assuredness. As we move to the journal prompts today, number 1, reflect on a recent decision where you relied on your intuition. How did it turn out, and what did you learn about your decision making process? Number two, what are some past experiences or biases that might cloud your judgment? How can you work on distinguishing between intuition and emotional conditioning? And three, how can you balance intuition and rational thinking in your daily life to make more confident and empowered choices? As always, thanks for being here. Take care of yourself and please do be well. Welcome back. Welcome back. Now, this is the third and final section of the daily podcast. This is your silent meditation. Please go ahead and find a space where you can be comfortable and undisturbed, where you can relax and spend some time with yourself for this 10-minute silent meditation. You can choose to be sitting, standing, lying down, or in whatever position makes you comfortable today. Take a moment to simply be with yourself. Focus on your breath and gently connect with each part of your body. If thoughts arise, don't let them overwhelm you. Just observe them without attachment. Imagine them as leaves drifting down atop a river, passing by without needing your engagement. Stay present, grounded, and open to this moment, no matter what time you are listening and practicing this meditation. Namaste.